When we practice energetical healing, for us practitioners, of course, it's important to have our own hygiene, have our own kind of protection, to always be in a good shape, no matter who are our clients, if they are sick, more sick, or very sick. At the same time, we can have our good health, right? That's why we can help them. And from other point of view, in the everyday life, when life gives us some surprises, not always good surprises, at the same time, we need to find a way to cleanse ourselves as fast as possible, not to keep the emotions, not to keep the ideas, not to keep the mental conditions, what was specifically happened, or what we had with these difficult situations. So what we will be talking today, it's about energetical cleansing, that the same time we can use for ourselves as a practitioners, because today what we discover is classical or traditional Reiki techniques that Mikao Usui and the Japanese culture, what he followed, offers us as a part of supplementary Reiki. So it's cleansing. This cleansing, energetical cleansing, three type of cleansing we will learn today for this, and all of them we can practice, we can use for themselves, for ourselves as a practitioners, and we can do for clients, or we can offer them to everyone who will treat. Because what works for somebody it will work, of course, not exactly 100% the same, but it will work on the other person, on the other human, because we all made very much the same, right? We spoke already that we have a physical body that could get sick, could be tired, aches, and everything like this. And we have etherical body, what keeps the picture or keeps the image about our health, and at the same time protects us in the aura, etherical body. And after that we have emotional body, emotional and astral body, where our emotions and projections and traveling during the nighttime. And we have mental body, when we have all the ideas and dependencies and all patterns and negative schemas, everything what's work or do not work for us. And the later we will have karmic body, more as a plan for the life, this lifetime what we have right now. And in the karmic body as well, we can have the same trace, the same projections coming down into the mental, coming down into the emotional, and coming down into the etherical, and finally physical. So casual always give the impression on the lower body. And after that we have two bodies or two levels that usually do not get sick, and it just to be there, nothing very much to change there. If we need to change something, we need to change in the physical, in the etherical, in astral and emotional, and in mental and causal. So this is where we might be looking for changes. And cleaner or less dense, with minimum negative information or nocive energy or nocive information, we keep our bodies. All of that's what I mean. Of course, better our health. We are joyful. Everything is falling well, going well in the life, because there is no obstacles from karmic, and there is no like mental debris, and there is no emotional complications. So life is easy and happy. So this is why we do the cleansing. This is why we work for the purification of our energy. Of course, simply what I need to say right away, just with the simple Reiki techniques, when we place our hands on the body with a concentration, mokunen, with the focalization, what we need to do, with the breathing, what we start, and after we place our hands, we do just positions what beneficial for the all parts of our body. And of course, this is already a big part of changes, big part of healing, big part of energizing and cleansing. But we can add something specific. You see, it's almost when you go for the car wash. You can go for the car wash, you can wash your car manually, right? This is cleansing. You can go to the automatic car wash where only the water will be poured on your car, and with this water, of course, will be a rain, of course, will wash your car. But if we add soap, if we add brushes and dryers on the car, of course, the condition is different and it will take less time and so it will be more effective, right? The same with why I'm talking about car, because the same principle we can put on our body, on our energy. When we do something specific, when we do something really for cleansing, of course, it will be faster, it will be more effective, and we will enjoy the upcoming result. And in this situation, we will be searching right now for some specific practice, for some specific techniques, how to do aura cleansing. With some of them, we will use very much visualization. We will use breathing. We will use some movements, even some movements. So all of that. What is a supplementary Reiki techniques here for cleansing? Most easy way and very, very effective, this technique, simply what we can say is a Reiki shower. In the language Japanese, how it was named before, it will be Reiki I-NOGIHO, or Reiki shower, if you want to name it like this. This practice right now using very much in traditional Qigong, different traditions of Qigong. It's one of the traditional practice, but here the practice a little bit different, little bit changed that in the Qigong, because in Qigong we do not go exactly for this part. Here it's shorter than traditional Qigong practice. We will simply work with energy coming from the sky. As we see here in the picture, traditional shower, you see, we will think that cleansing energy, of course, here it's not a cleansing water, but cleansing energy will come from the sky, from the up. And for that, we will use our hands. We will use our arms to go up and ask and see and grab this cleansing energy. And after that, we will move this cleansing energy lower, and we will let the cleansing power, this energy, this cleansing power, go through us completely, filter us. And finally, go down to the earth with all the heavy parts, what was taken from our energetical body. So the movements are very simple. The idea you understand, the clean energy is coming from the sky, and we use this energy simply to put all the impurity down. Let's do cleansing techniques, Reiki shower. Usually we do it in standing down positions. You have your feet down on the floor, just any position what is comfortable. Ideally, you do not use any shoes with the synthetic parts, like something like rubber or flip-flops, ideally no. Not necessary at all to stand on your yoga mat, it will be worse. It's better standing on the floor if you have a more natural floor, or if you do it outside, it will be the best, because we will be grounded, we will be with the earth. This is the best what we can do. And at the same time, when we outside, again, it's the best, because now we will reach the sky. And when we reach in the sky, of course, when we outside, we see the sky, we see clouds, we see sun and everything would bring us right away to the condition that I want to grab the purest energy possible. So outside, this is the best, but at the same time, we can practice it inside anytime when we need it. Ideally, we can practice before the treatment if we treat people to cleanse our energy, because it's always our energy to be changed. After the treatment or after the harsh day, when you need again to come back to your best, you will do it again. If you have many clients, you can do it between clients. If you work in the office environment or something like this as well, after the meeting, after the difficult conversation or so, you can go find some place, some little corner, and do this aura cleansing, Reiki cleansing technique. So you will get rid of this negative energy and information right away. So let's start. You got all the benefits. Let's start. So simply we stand in the normal position and breathing in, reaching the arms up. Breathing in and imagining that we get maximum clear, maximum pure, the best energy was possible coming from the universe, from the sky, always on the breathing in. And we put this energy on the top of our head, because it's a shower, right? This energetical shower will go on the top of our head, and we will move the hands and arms in front of us. So at the same time, we understand this shower is washing us everywhere. Even though the hands come in front of us, but the shower we have everywhere. We're going down, and you understand that all the impurities and negativities we're pushing down or are pushed down with this cleanse energy. Exhaling down, everything getting out of your hands. Simply you give everything to the earth to transform. Once again, reaching up, breathing in the clearest energy was possible, and letting this energy come in on the top of our head, in our aura, moving our hands down and letting all the energy change the vibration. All was heavy and dirty and negative coming down with this pressure of light and pure energy, what we using in our hands. Down, 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 through your legs, exhaling, and get rid of this energy completely. We will do 2 more times, at least 4 times is ideal. Breathing in, imagining and feeling. If you start to feel energy, you might feel on the top of your head, you might feel the little vibrations in your hands, on the head, shoulders, chest, everywhere. Specifically, if you know that this particular area you need to cleanse specifically, you can feel when your hands is about that horizontal level, what you need to cleanse. Exhaling, and the last time. Okay, excellent. So this is very simple, and this is very easy and affordable in any condition movements. But as I said, it brings very, very, very many benefits. So we cleanse everything right away. Ideally, you do it as soon as possible. If you feel not healthy, if you feel some emotions, if you feel like you were in contact with some people who were more negative for you, right away find a place. You can go somewhere always to be alone, and you do this cleansing for yourself, and you will see the results exactly after your fourth time or in couple minutes. We can do 4 times, we can do 8 times, but it's not too necessary to do many times. It's more about concentration, just looking up, and you know what sky is, you know what sun is, you know how clean, how pure it is, and you take this impression on you, and you move this impression of clarity and purification around you. That's it. 4 times usually it's okay, and the same time we cleansing and we purifying and harmonizing the same time, because this energy is already good to fill us up. So it's not necessary to go for the second step. It's a one-step process, 2 in 1: cleansing and harmonization. Here we have a practice, JOSHIN KOKYO. KOKYO, it's an often word that goes with the meditations. Cleansing breath of the mind and soul. So here we're talking about breath because we will watching our breath. Simply every time, any meditation, any concentration on our breath, it's already very great way to be concentrated, to be aligned, and to go to the peace and calm state of our mind. Because as soon as our mind is attached to the breathing, like pranayama in the yoga technique, we understand that right away we have very, very big effects. Plus, if we add the visualization, we add some images or some ideas with our breathing, what very much Qigong about, breathing plus visualization. So this effects of breathing will be duplicated, will be double or triple, or will be in the progression. So this is what we will be using in this technique for cleansing breath, cleansing of the mind and of the soul. Cleansing of the mind, because as I said, as soon as we watch breathing in, breathing out, our mind comes into the control, under the control. Of course, it's not under the control, but they are supervised by our breathing, they are controlled. Plus, if we use the visualization, it's not only mind, it's not only mental body, but we will visualize bigger us, bigger body, bigger energy. And what is soul? Soul is a part of us, and what we can find in soul, we can find our essence, who we are in the mental condition or mental values, who we are in the emotions attachment, who we are with the karmic story. So this is what comes into the soul. And soul always is a part of our body, smaller or bigger body. And when we watch the breathe, plus we work with the imagination, energy is coming out, energy is getting bigger, reach out, of course, the soul as well is purified. So let's see exactly how it's proposed us to do this practice. First of all, we will put our palms up on our knees or on the table, our hands, and simply we will go into the condition as peaceful as possible with watching the breath. or simply following the natural rhythm of the breath. After that, we will go to focus on the tanden, on the navel area, and as we breathe natural and effortlessly, we will go into our third mind, or the eye of the mind, and see and feel how the flow of Reiki energy descending upon us, flowing into our open hands, like a stream of crystalline light, or simply like a light. This light will go through the crown, down through the body to the tanden, to the navel area, and at this moment our body start to exhale, being aware of the light. Feel it becoming stronger and more powerful, radiating throughout the body, dissolving and dissipating all traces and stress and negative tension, and supportive the positive energy integrity of our entire being. As our body exhale, or as we exhale, we are aware of the emanate light from every pore, from the entire surface of our being, and that the light radiates in all directions infinitely. We continue staying in this awareness as long as possible, as comfortable. We allowing our body to maintain its own natural breathing rhythm. There is no interference with the natural process. We do not try to breathe slowly or differently, just be as less involved as possible. And this is the cleansing breath of our mind and our soul. Always start focusing. And we can start with the light concentration on the body shapes, silhouette, on the feeling in the body if there are some sensations. And find the comfortable position, supported back if it's needed, feet placed on the ground, on the floor. Hands, yes, palms up, because the energy will emanate from the hands as well. And as soon as we are ready, with our eyes closed or opened, whatever is more comfortable, simply the rhythm of breathing. This is our only interest for now. Even if you have your phone calls or something, this is the moment for you. Or other moment you will organize your time for that. So no interruptions, no actions. Just now we start watching the rhythm of the breathing in and out. Always our breathing starts from the nose, coming down into chest, lungs, and coming out the same way. So to calm the mind on the beginning of the moment, simply we follow these directions. We just follow breathing in and breathing out. At the same time, let your body be relaxed. Forget about everything. Even if there is some achings, let it be for the moment. So we're breathing in and breathing out. And the next time we will breathe into the tanden. We will breathe into the belly area. Little bit, get your stomach bigger, get your area bigger. when you breathe in, and leave the energy there when you breathe out. In, bigger, full of energy. Out, energy stays. In, full of energy, and out stays. Just to get connected to the tanden, because our goal here to start breathing out through our hands first. So we will breathe into the tanden, and the hands not too far from the belly area on your laps, so on your tables. So you breathe out and imagine and feel two hands, both of your palms of your hands, getting warmer, get vibrated when you're breathing out. You send your energy to your hands, and again, breathing in into your tanden, and breathing out through your hands. Normal, slow breathing. Relax, just do it. Give this gift of being present to your body, to your soul. Breathing in and breathing out. Of course, when you breathe in out, you might feel your hands getting vibrating, a little bit shaking, tickling, warmer or colder. Yes, these sensations are normal. This is your feeling, how you feel your energy. We are not looking for the sensations. We just simply breathing into the center of the body and breathing out on our palms of hands. When it's getting easy and natural, we can expand the breathing out, go for breathing out through the full body. Full body. Like our body is made with the many little holes, like a sponge. We breathe in into center of this body, and we breathe in out any directions, every directions, out of the center. And this is only the idea, what is an interest for us. We get in pure white crystalline energy inside. And this energy transforms us, purifies us on all the way. Breathing out with this pure light energy. Just go in very, very quiet state. Very quiet state. Looking for nothing. Just being, breathing into your center and out full of light. We do not measure, we do not fix the position where I am and where is outside, how big is outside. Just simply breathing in and breathing out. And with this breathing out part, I get bigger and bigger. This pure, clear light. Pure, clear light. I stay in this visualization as long as I can. If more things to be clarified, cleansed, purified, as longer I need to practice. It's very soft, it's very natural, it's very pleasant meditation, visualization. I become a part of everything. This light emanating from me, from my center, is united with the light around me. And I get bigger and fuller. As a one existing in the universe. And you finish your meditation, you slowly coming back inside of you, into your center, into your tanden, lower tanden near your belly area. You breathe in with your belly, you breathe out with a little contraction. So you're very well centered and you're very well present in your body. Dry bathing. If you take a bath, of course, we can cleanse our physical body. That's why the effects of the water and even effects of the wind could be very positive for us. But here, the technique, what we can do specifically at the end of the healing session, when we do healing session for somebody else, we want to get rid of this information, what we were caring about the situation, the process, the consultation, the session, just about this moment of our work. And that's why, like after the day of work, after our healing session, we want as well to cleanse our energy like it would be taking a bath, but the bath is not available between the clients or right away in the office. So we will use this pretending bath energetical treatment, what we name KENYOKU or dry bathing. For that, simply, we do not need a client. It's first of all for us, and we can do it ideally in the standing up position. We stand up, and simply we will use our hands, and we will do the diagonal movement from left to right, from left shoulder to right hip, and from right shoulder to left hip. At the same time, we can do it as a scissors. Could be, you imagine it as a scissors, doing the movements. And of course, when we do that, We can exhale to help get rid of these emotions, especially when we exhaling with the open mouth and pronouncing the sound ha. Really, this with the sound, all the negative energy, maybe all the fire, what you accumulated during the session, what the emotions or what the condition, what you might feel during the session, you will let it out. So we will move one hand after other hand, or two hands right away along the body from the right shoulder and from the left shoulder to the diagonal. Measured sweeping and brushing action. We will exhale with the sound ha, as I said, and this way we will cleanse ourselves. We can repeat twice, we can repeat 3 times. So this way it will be the idea we cut the connection between us, our energetical body, and whatever we had before or what is going on in front of us. Because we do it on the frontal part of the body. If you have your client in front of you, again, maybe on the massage table, he's as well staying, relaxing after the session, but you can do this first movement, second movement, and after that, you see, you get rid of every information, as I said, and you are disconnected completely with your client. Client return, or client has his own energy, and us, we have our own energy. So it's a Kenyoku dry bathing technique. And now we practice dry bathing, or simply get disconnected with the information what is in front of us. Contact with the client, if you served client, if you did the session, or if you had some difficult situation with somebody, difficult conversation, you imagine or you have this client in front of you, again on the massage table after the session, or somebody who just left with whom you have this conversation, and you want to disconnect yourself. Find a kind of a barrier, find kind of a protection, or disconnection with the information what you had was in contact with you. That's why we will use the arms movement. We will do 2 diagonals in standing down position. Of course, it's better because we have the same time grounding. We are grounded with the earth, with the floor. And simply with the right hand, this is my right one, I go to my left shoulder, I breathe in, and very sharp, rapid movement, I move on the diagonal. Simply like I cut something. Once, second will be different shoulder, inhale and exhale, cut. And the third time, and when we do it, of course, we imagining like we cutting some cords, some whatever we have, some links between us and clients or the situation or partner who you want to be disconnected. So when you cut it, you mean it. You mean like everything is breaking. Everything is breaking out from these moments. Plus, we can add the exhaling, ha. So let's do it again, and you will exhale with your ha. Ha as well, it's a mantra. It's a classical mantra. If you go for the any traditions, it could be even a Muslim tradition, could be yoga tradition. Ha, it's a mantra for the communication, touching communication and heart. If you have too much heat in the heart, and if you want to cleanse the communication and ability to speak and everything, so it's coming from the heart and it's coming from the neck. So at the same time, it's cleansing for these 2 centers, or the second tandem. Okay, let's do it again with the mantra ha. Inhale, and you imagine you cut it. Other side, inhale, And we can do one more if you want. And the last one. And of course, especially after exhale, and we exhale rapidly, and 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds, do not rush inhale. You exhale and you stay in this emptiness. You stay in this pause, because it's actually in this pause, is in this emptiness, you realize the effect. If you want to try it to understand it again, you can try with me. And when you exhale, keep pause and see that exactly in that moment, you see how energies get disconnected. Go with your rhythm. And now you imagine everything falling down. And the last one, other side. Okay, you see that the pause after exhale, and this is exactly what we need to realize the changes. So we do it with our consciousness, without rushing, and when we do it, we mean it. I cut all the connections, I cut whatever information my client brought to me, or whatever feeling I have after the session. If I was involved in the conversation, client came or somebody came and started talking to me, started sharing his story, and if I get involved in it emotionally, so even before the session, I can do this disconnection with this mental energy, with this story, what he told me. Because when I go into the session, into the healing, I should not keep in mind any story. I should be as empty as possible, without any expectations, without any big like plans or whatever, as empty as possible. To be empty before the session, yes, I can do this cleansing. So no client's information stays with me. I become a clear channel, and I put my hands, or I do the distance session, but I am disconnected with all the information what is not necessary to be kept for this situation.